welcome you back to my channel. I'm Praman Kurtas. I'm an international mind trainer and motivation expert. Today I'm going to speak on mind control techniques, and I'm sure you are all going to love this episode. Just imagine we are living in a world which is full of changes. Everywhere, some inventions are coming up. Every time we are being bombarded with so many new inventions. But have you tried to wonder that all these unique inventions, these new ideas are born from the mind? And this mind is the source of this entire civilization, and whatever we see around us, it's all actually due to that mind. But have you ever wondered that how this mind is being controlled? Yes, today I'm going to share that thoughts and how we can really master the skill of mastering our thoughts and our emotions. It has been seen that a man is born twice when he gets a chance to change his behavior or his attitude, but that itself is very difficult, since we are actually like a computer which is fed with some software called as belief. So our mind is actually that which contains those beliefs which really influences our behavior. So whatever we are today, it is because of our beliefs. So if you are thinking that you are really going to take a rebirth, or you're going to have a next chance in life, it is only possible when we are ready to change our beliefs. But it is not that easy when we talk about changing our belief. Our belief, our thoughts are being influenced by 3 E's of life. The first is the environment, second is the experience, and the third is the education. So the kind of surroundings, the kind of environment in which a person grows up, that gives the basic experience for the person's life. The person tried to gather the influence, gather the ideas that how he or she visualize things around him, and that automatically makes a difference in his life. And with the passing time, the person gains more and more experience, gradually learning from the surrounding. And that is why it is said that the formative years of a child plays an important role in his or her life. And gradually, the kind of education he or she gathers makes a difference in the quality of life he or she is going to have. So today I'm going to tell you that how we can really try and make some changes in the way how we live. It is very interesting to understand that we are living through a time when we are actually witnessing influences across every single platform. We are in a time where our civilization has been witnessed by the emergence of artificial intelligence. We are not far from the day when humans will be obsolete, where we'll find that most of our work will be done by the machines. But is it the real future for us? Is it that which we call as the prosperity? Is it that which we call as the better tomorrow? Yes, if you think that this is not the better future, then my friend, it is time that we should take this topic seriously. And that is why I'm today going to talk about how we can control our mind and how we can ensure that we can balance between the technology and the humanity. So it may happen that someday we'll find that our work, even our families and everything is being controlled by machine. So don't you think that it is going to be the deadly day for us when all our nightmares will come true? So you must have seen in most of the Hollywood science fiction that the robots are going to rule the world, but that is the most worst part of our life. And perhaps that is why researchers and the scientists and the mind specialists all over the world are working on how to reveal the deepest secret of mind. And all these things are only to ensure that we live a more richer and prosperous life. Every human being's mind is unlike a computer. A computer follows a particular pattern of thoughts, but a human mind has a unique way of thinking. Our mind actually gets its clue from the visual signals. So it is very important for us the kind of surroundings, the kind of association we keep that really influences our life. So my friends, from today, start thinking of building 3 E's of life. Create a positive environment around you. And when I say positive environment, ensure that you have the right environment, the right association, and you have the positive clues for your mind, which will give you the power to visualize your future in the right direction. And the second thing is your experience, the kind of experience which you gather. It is not necessary that you keep waiting for that final experience of life. Experience, my friends, are counted on every single hour or every single minute we pass. And that is why the right practices, the right behavior, the way we treat others is equally important, that is going to feed our mind. So if you are really having the right experience, then definitely it's time when we think of the finally, that is the education. Most of us are not so fortunate to go to the big B schools or the great universities, but still we can manage to educate ourselves, as there is a proverb that where there is a will, there is a way. So if you really want to educate yourself, it is not necessary that you have to be going through a conventional style of studying. You can educate yourself from internet, from different magazines, from books, and of course through different sources. We know that when all this internet and television and all this communication facilities are not available, our biggest source of entertainment were our grandfather or our grandparents who used to tell us the stories. Many of us remembered the epic or the stories which were told once by our grandparents. Many of us grew up listening to the stories. Yes, storytelling. We have almost forgotten this habit. Let us start telling stories. Let us start listening to the stories from others. And when we share thoughts and ideas, that is also a way to educate ourselves. And when we actually take care of the 3 E's of life, we have the right environment, we have the right experience and the right education, we are actually able to ensure that our behavior, our attitude is being directed in the right way. We all sometimes worry that we are not able to take the right decision. We are in the crossroads of taking a right decision. We are being influenced sometimes by our peers, by our parents, by our teachers, and we think that our mind is being somehow biased. But if you really want to get rid of this, you have to identify between your rational and irrational emotions. And for that, my friend, you need to ask 3 questions to yourself, that what is that thing I do which is really going to take me close to the fulfillment of my life? And the second is, you need to identify that this particular decision of yours is going to be helping you to be remembered as a person who made a difference to his or her life and others. Many times, the actions which we do, we become very selfish and we think that we are getting the fulfillment from that. That is enough. But we forget that our deeds and actions sometimes affect others. So if we start understanding and realizing that whatever we do today is also something which comes back to us tomorrow, so then we will understand that every action has also a reaction. And finally, we need to understand that the decisions which we are going to do, is it something which is going to take us closer to the fulfillment of our life, and that is nothing but the content of our heart. So if you really get the satisfaction, if you really get these things fulfilled, I'm sure you are on the right track, and you can really classify between your rational and irrational thoughts. So my friends, that's all for today, and I'm sure you might be eager to listen to the next part of the video, but normally the videos on YouTube cannot be too long, so I would like to come back with the second episode of this topic. Thank you so much for watching this topic and my channel. If you really like this video, please subscribe my channel so that I can come back with such interesting videos and informative videos. Stay well, stay positive, and keep your mind green, because when you're green, you grow. When you're ripe, you rot. So you start thinking green and start thinking positive. Bye-bye. Guys, what are you waiting for? If you have still not subscribed me, subscribe my channel and get some more interesting video on positive lifestyle, and hit the bell button so that you can watch some more interesting videos.